Feeling worse with yourself and noticing that anxiety and depression is at an all-time high? You look at people all around you, whether it's going to work or seeing people on the bus or people walking on the sidewalk in your town. You notice that everyone has their heads down and aren't smiling. And a lot of your friends that you used to hang out with aren't as responsive as they used to be. And they stop coming out and stay inside their homes more often. What's going on? You start wondering, is this how life is supposed to be? I'm gonna go over a lot of reasons for this and how you guys can fix them in your life. Let's go over social media. I knew you guys saw this one coming. So why are you still on your phones all the time? Platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. This has the power to make us feel worse about our lives when we don't even know it's happening or how to stop it. I remember when I wanted to stop my Instagram habit, I was always scrolling every day, and every time I got bored for 5 to 10 seconds, I would whip out my phone and start scrolling right away. And looking at people's posts who I don't even care about, who aren't even my friends, not even in my close friend group, yet I'm spending a couple minutes to 10 to 15 minutes scrolling on their profile, looking at all their stories. Who else is guilty of this? I would share my own posts, my own stories, and I thought people actually cared about them, when in reality, most people that are viewing your stories or posts are skimming through it in 1 second, going on to the next one. It was a little dopamine rush when I got a certain amount of likes or a certain amount of views. It made me want to post more and stay on the app. You end up in this black hole of scrolling through photos that Instagram knows would grab your attention the most. And before you know it, it's been 3 hours of non-productive work. You start comparing yourself to celebrities, people going on these awesome vacation, and start thinking, why isn't my life as good as this? Which in return, you start devaluing yourself and your self-worth, and you start feeling shitty as a person. After starting with only using Instagram every other day and going down to once a week, I was able to kick this habit to the curb. And so can you with a little bit of work. Just think about it. Most of you guys did pretty well without these apps. Think about a few years ago. Think about 10 years ago. Were most people scrolling on these apps every day? No, we were outside, hanging out with friends. If we were younger, we were going for bike rides, going to the candy store, playing on the swings, playing Grounders. Whoever has played the game Grounders, you are a real MVP. That was the most popular game back in my school. Start slow with this habit of deleting these social media apps. And then eventually it'll get easier and easier. And soon you'll realize how much better your life actually is. Life is too easy now. Every year, life gets easier and easier for us. Don't you ever notice that? The world is constantly thinking of problems to be solved and to make our lives even easier than what they are. And in return, the person who comes up with this amazing idea gets a profit. With these new advancements, we don't have to work as much as we used to. I mean, just think about it. Back in the day, we had to hunt our own food, cook our own food, and create a shelter of our own. All while trying not to get eaten by wild animals or other tribes trying to kill us and steal all our stuff. There were constant struggles every day and nothing was ever certain. Completing all these tasks turned us into a man, gave us something to work towards, and we felt accomplished after completing them. It's almost like playing a video game. Don't you guys feel accomplished when you complete a quest or earn that shiny trophy? It's a little hit of dopamine. It's kind of the same in real life, as in our houses are already built as long as we have the money. There's shopping centers to get food at any time. We don't have to hunt anymore. We can communicate with anyone at a push of a button. It's these easy things that give us nothing to work towards, that have the potential to make us feel lazy and unmotivated to do hard tasks in general. So how do we break this cycle? Well, it's pretty easy. We stop taking the easy route every single time. I mean, is it that easy for everyone? Instead of ordering Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats, try making your own dinner at home. Driving 5 minutes away to visit a friend? Try walking there instead. You guys get the idea. One thing I like doing is taking the stairs instead of the escalator when I'm taking public transit. If there's a lot of people on the escalator, taking the stairs may actually benefit you, and you get a little bit of exercise, and it may be even faster sometimes, depending how good your cardio is. Being lazy is crippling, and soon it'll consume you guys and make your overall mental health in worse shape than what it already is. You don't have to do all these things all the time, but just adding in a few hard tasks every now and then will help so much in the long run. Now let's talk about dating and how hard it is compared to back in the day. Years back, it was a lot easier to stay in a relationship than what it is today. Unlike in the olden days where there was no dating apps, today's really hard or more like a competition. Everyone's constantly looking for the best potential partner. And because the choices are almost endless and unlimited, people don't take dating or relationship seriously like they used to. Words such as casual dating, friends with benefits, situationships, or fuck buddies are words that are brought up a lot these days with people that are seeing each other. No one seems to want to be exclusive anymore, especially the younger ones. With all these terms and endless variety of people, it's no wonder no one wants to get into serious relationships anymore. Now, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but especially the younger ones, it's a lot harder to move into a steady relationship, one that actually lasts. Or someone wants the freedom of being with multiple people at once, or they just start liking someone else. It's a lot harder today because with the push of a button, you can meet with someone who has everything in common with you compared to the olden days when you liked someone, the only competition you had was the other guy on the other side of the town, or the guy that happens to sit across from you at church Sundays. And that's it. It's no wonder relationships were easier and lasting longer back in the day because the competition was so much lower than what it is today. Today, the opportunities are almost endless and always within reach. Now, I'm not saying relationships don't last now like they did before. I'm just saying it's a lot harder. They can still last a lifetime full of love and respect. You just gotta put in a bit more effort. Deleting a lot of these dating apps or scrolling on endless girls on Instagram will help keep you away from scrolling on endless girls all the time. Always keeping note of how beautiful your girlfriend is if you have one, and how she is made for you and no one else will help keep a nice, steady, healthy mindset. So a lot of us conform. Let's go over this topic. From elementary school to high school to college and university, a lot of us conform without even realizing it. We are told in high school that we must go to college or university to get a good paying job, which is true nonetheless. But how many of you guys were told to go there because that's what everyone else was doing? While there's nothing wrong with that, and if that's truly the direction you want to go and you're passionate about it, then by all means, go ahead. It's the people who simply end up going there, who don't want to actually be there, are the ones that I'm worried about. Whether it's going to school, buying a car, getting that new place, we all seem to go in the direction of the great majority. No one seems to like to take risks anymore. And we all desire this new safe and secure lifestyle of a corporate job or working for someone else's dreams. It's no wonder a lot of people get depressed or anxious after a while, because it's not what they wanted to do in the first place. They were just following everyone else. I believe to be happy, you have to follow your heart and get a job that you actually want to do. If you are in this position now, you need to start taking more risks. This again stands you out from the great majority of people and off that hamster wheel into what you desire. If you are unhappy, you need to make a change. Perhaps working for a different company if that's what you want, or starting your own business. Your body craves change and goals. So being stagnant and not working towards something like most people out there will keep you unhappy and depressed. Always have goals. That is the secret to getting out of a rut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and can apply it to your everyday life. Please let me know what your thoughts are, or if I missed something in this video. These tips will improve yourself in the long run if you learn to apply them. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Thanks, guys.